Hello, everyone, and welcome to spring. This is a mini episode of Set Lusting Bruce. I am your host, Jesse Jackson. As always, talking Bruce Springsteen, his music, and mostly his fans. Um, we have an exciting April coming up. I have my 1000th episode, which I probably have talked about way too much, but I won't kid you. It makes me pretty happy that for the past 7, 8 years, I've been able to talk to so many of you and share the gospel, if you say, of Bruce Springsteen. My 10th episode is my 1000th episode is going to be Peter Ames Carlin. He sat down and talked to me about his Bruce Springsteen book as well as his Brian Wilson book and his Springsteen fandom. I have a episode. I have an interview with Terry Moore, which is one of my favorite storytellers from Strangers in Paradise of fame. Also coming up is interviews with Yetta Ario, Romana Hazarari, and I've got a interview with singer-songwriter Olivia Francis. I've got some special tribute episodes that people have sent in nice comments about the 1000th episode. And I have a possible big announcement in April that will not affect you listeners, but it will affect me as the host and some behind the scenes things that's going to, if this happens, will help me make the podcast reach more people and will improve the quality of sound and editing on the podcast. So I will keep you posted on that. I also hope to have more concert reviews. So please remember to call the Set Leslie Bruce hotline and leave your messages about the shows you're attending or feedback on the show, anything. 469-249-2442. That is 469-249-2442. I've loved hearing everyone's feelings about the show, and it it's fun to put them on an episode and share that with you guys so you can hear. As always, I am looking for guests. So if you want to join me and talk about your Springsteen story, reach out, setlesslingbruce at gmail.com. I will send you a link. I am booked probably through May because people have been very kind. But during the summer, a lot of people travel, so I will need guests. For those of you asking, my health is fine. It was 7 years ago when I came home from, 6 years ago when I came home from colon cancer surgery. I am cancer free still. I'm doing fine with the loss of my brother. I miss him and I think about him often, but the power of music and the love of my family and this fandom has certainly helped. Um, I've had a couple of people say that I should let the debate about ticket pricing go, and I get it that you're tired of hearing it, but as long as I keep reading messages and articles about that you have to refinance your house to afford to go to a Springsteen show, I'm going to keep pushing that that's not true. Certain venues and in certain sections, it's going to be expensive. If you're on the East Coast and you want a pit ticket, you're going to have to pay through the nose because the demand is up there. But in almost every show, there are tickets either in the upper balcony, behind the scenes, where you are in the building. In Austin, I was behind the stage, and it was an amazing view to see the band and to see the crowd, and then the monitors are up top, so you get to see the band anyway. I just think that this is a gift. The more I hear and read, I get the feeling this is the last time the E Street Band is going to tour. I don't have that anything official. I have no connections, but I get that feeling. And so if you can afford it, please go to a show. You're going to hear negative things about the set list not changing. That is because Bruce is telling a story this show. He is same as Broadway. He has a theme that he is talking about. Little Steven has said that in Twitter. He said that hang with them. This is something different this tour. And if you only go to one show, you're going to love the set list. Are there other things we want to hear? Absolutely. I didn't get Burning Train on the 3 shows I went to. I would have loved to seen it, but I'm not going to complain because I got it If I Was the Priest twice. There's other songs that I would love to hear. I still want to hear something from Western Stars. I would love to hear more from Only the Strong. We aren't getting anything from Magic. I would love more from Wrecking Ball. I definitely would love more from Tunnel of Love. But hey, there's only so much time, and there's too many songs to pick from. So you can curse the darkness, or you can light a candle. You can glass half empty, glass half full. And to me, my soul is totally full with the music we're getting. Okay, that's it. Thank you for listening and watching this little update. Hang with us as we hit 1,000 and continue to hopefully 2,000. Once again, Jesse Jackson at Jesse Jackson DFW on Twitter. The show is at Setlisting Bruce on Twitter. We are on Facebook. We are on, I say Instagram, but I don't post there. And setlistingbruce at gmail.com. Let's all be kind to each other. Let's all be safe. And let's enjoy what we're getting. Focus on what we're getting and not what we aren't getting. I love you, and we will talk to you soon. There we go, another episode. I'm about to go through a couple of things where you can reach me and give me feedback. So if you want to skip this, I understand. But I do hope you check it out every once in a while. I'm available on Twitter at Jesse Jackson DFW. The show is available at setlistingbruce. You can send me an email, setlistingbruce at gmail.com. You can send me a voicemail at 469-249-2442. I am currently doing a few other podcasts. Perfectly Good Podcast, John Hyatt from A to Z, where Sylvan Groth and I discuss every John Hyatt song in alphabetical order. My Babylon 5 podcast is Last Best Hope for Conversation, where Lou, Karen, and I discuss every episode of Babylon 5 in chronological order. I still am doing Next Stop Everywhere, the Doctor Who podcast with my brother in time, Charles Skaggs. And then finally, How Many Podcasts, the only podcast on the internet that counts, where my buddies and I discuss pop culture. You can go to our Patreon page and support the podcast for as little as $1 a month. You can go to our Facebook page, and please go to iTunes or wherever you get your podcast and leave a 5-star rating and review for all of the podcasts that I'm doing. It's okay if you don't listen to them, but if you subscribe and rate, it really will make my day better. Thank you, and I will talk to you soon. You just heard the fun talking, hard rocking, music loving, album ranking, fan thinking, joy spreading, lyric reading, story sharing podcast that is the one, the only, Setlisting Bruce. The theme
for Set Listing Bruce was written by David Rosen, used by permission.